Hi, my name is Kenneth, and in this lesson, as you can see on the screen, we're going to be looking at why you should choose WordPress against other content management systems like Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, etc. So we are going to first of all understand what WordPress is, and then we are going to look at different points to note about choosing a content management system, and then we'll try to compare these points between WordPress, Wix, Weebly and Squarespace. So moving forward, WordPress is a content management system, or for short, CMS. And according to Wikipedia, a content management system is a computer software used to manage the creation and modification of digital content. So they are typically used for enterprise content management and web content management, but in this case we are going to be looking at the web content management. So WordPress is one of a content management system, so it helps you manage your articles, images, videos, PDFs, audio files, etc. And by managing this content, you're also putting them up together to form a website. So rather than build everything from scratch, you have a system which is already pre-built and set up for you to be able to manage content easily without having to write any line of code whatsoever. Even though it's important to understand the basics of coding like HTML, CSS, which we are going to touch a little in the customization, probably in the advanced section of this course, but trust me, it's not that hard to follow. Once you understand the basics, you would be able to manage your content as a professional. So relax guys, you are at the right place. At the end of this course, you would be more confident with using WordPress for your website design purposes. Now, the first point to note in choosing a CMS is the ease of use. WordPress is relatively easy to use, but truth be told, it's not as easy as Squarespace, Wix especially. But once you master the WordPress environment, which we are both going to go over in this course, you would be able to use any other content management systems on the web. So the second point to note is website management. WordPress allows you to manage your content or your website the way you want it. Compared to other content management systems, WordPress allows you to self-host your website. What this means is, instead of the platform to be hosted for you and you pay monthly fees for keeping the platform up and running, you can decide to host independently and manage your hosting. We are going to look at hosting later on in this course, so I'll show you how to host your own website, choose a domain name for yourself, and also build your website locally without using the internet. And then once you're done, you move your content over to a live server and make it available or visible to the public web. The next point to note is features. So WordPress right out of the box comes with some good features like blogs, management of comments, and a few basic themes to improve the appearance of your website. However, these features can be extended with plugins. There are a lot of plugins in the WordPress directory, so you can choose from the millions of plugins that are available to you. Also, we have developers who build special plugins for special purposes, so you can always extend your features as much as you want. There are little or no limits with what you can do with WordPress. The next point to note is SEO, which is very important. WordPress allows you to go pro with SEO. You don't have any limits whatsoever. Depending on your knowledge of SEO, you can take full control of your search engine optimization with WordPress. There are even big name SEO tech companies that build special plugins for handling search engine optimization with WordPress. The next point to note is customer support. Support may differ from vendor to vendor. However, if you run into any problem, the community is very huge. There are a lot of people who use WordPress daily, and so many people are very familiar with using this platform. So if you run into any problems, all it takes is a Google search and you possibly find answers to your problems. So in this case, the support is in the community, and WordPress has a very huge community. Whereas with Wix, Squarespace and Weebly, your support is dependent on the company. So moving forward, scalability. WordPress is very scalable. Like I mentioned in the features point, you can scale your website to any level you want it to. You can start out small and keep building, extending the features of your website. You can even turn it into a full-fledged web app. So guys, these are all the points we have to take note of, and while we go through this course together, you would notice how these points reflects on our use of WordPress. So I hope you are ready and excited as I am to go through this course together with me. If you are, then I'll see you in the next lesson.